Next on Worcester News tonight, an inside look at Worcester's first medical marijuana shop. It's set to open next month. Plus, Governor Charlie Baker signs a bill to help protect firefighters in the state. Local departments are weighing in. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Olivia Lemon. Tonight we are getting an inside look at Worcester's first medical marijuana shop. The Board of Health issued Good Chemistry its license earlier this month. The dispensary says they are ready to be a part of business in the Canal District. Our Brittany Schaefer joins us now with more. Brittany?
Olivia, the final touches are underway at Good Chemistry before their grand opening on August 2nd. The CEO says Worcester is a place close to his heart and he looks forward to being part of the community.
The environment is clean, it's comfortable, it's inviting.
It's been in the works for 5 years, and now Worcester's first medical marijuana facility is ready to open. Good Chemistry CEO Matthew Huron says their focus is a simple and helpful space.
We have a variety of educational pamphlets and displays. Our menus help the patients navigate through the different products.
According to the state, there are more than 50,000 medical marijuana patients in Massachusetts. Huron says they will be filling a void in Worcester.
We are expecting that registry to grow over time, and it has been roughly 2,000 patients a month. And Worcester, the second largest city in New England, does not have a dispensary, does not have a presence right now.
Huron has seen the benefits of medical marijuana firsthand. He says his father and his partner had HIV, and cannabis helped them live a better life.
It was relieving in many ways for me. And to see them at times, for many of them, knowing they were going to die and not having relief, not from pain, and having something that would help them with that and really help them be relaxed was incredible.
Good Chemistry has several other locations in Colorado and Nevada, but say Worcester will be a great second home.
Seeing the growth and the way the vibrance of this city is coming up, Good Chemistry is going to be a great fit to become part of the community, a partner with the community, and grow with this robust industrial boom we're starting to see.
Canal District here is vibrant, and we believe in the city here. We believe in the people here.
Now, Huron says they're in the process of applying for a recreational marijuana license, but say it could take some time. Brittany Schaefer, Worcester News Tonight.
Happening today, a man accused of lying to investigators in connection with the murder of 4 people in West Brookfield appears in court. Matthew Locke pleaded not guilty to the charges. He was indicted last month. Locke is the cousin of Moses Bermudez, who is the husband and father to the victims, Sarah Bermudez, and their children, Madison, James, and Michael. A Massachusetts man has pleaded guilty to lying to police looking into the disappearance of a 5-year-old boy who was later found dead. The Telegram reports 25-year-old Christian Sierra was handed a 2-year suspended jail sentence for misleading investigators in the 2013 disappearance of Jeremiah Oliver. Jeremiah's body was found in a suitcase in Sterling in April 2014. The boy's mother and her boyfriend also pleaded guilty to child abuse charges after Jeremiah's death, but the homicide investigation remains open. A bill signed by Governor Charlie Baker will cover costs for firefighters battling cancer. The Auburn Fire Department says the measure is long overdue and a big win for firefighters and their families. Our Chandler Walsh joins us now with the details. Chandler?
Olivia, Auburn's fire chief says before this bill, firefighters with cancer who ran out of sick time could lose their health insurance. The department has been hoping for this bill for years. Auburn Fire Chief Stephen Coleman knows the risk of cancer from the job. 2 years ago, he lost his friend, the town's first full-time fire chief, Roger Belhumer. Belhumer was diagnosed with brain cancer in the 90s and worked for several years before his retirement.
Chief Belhumer's number one concern is what was going to happen with his wife, before he passed, and that weighed on his mind more than the cancer.
A bill signed by Governor Charlie Baker Tuesday aims to ease these concerns. The bill covers medical expenses and time off from work for firefighters with job-related cancer. Chief Coleman says the bill is a win for firefighters and their families.
Just to have that level of insurance, that peace of mind, that while they're going through treatment or if they pass away, that they're going to be taken care of.
Chief Coleman says firefighters face a 9% greater risk of being diagnosed and a 14% greater risk of dying from cancer. St. Vincent oncologist David Shepro says firefighters are exposed to toxic chemicals when fighting flames.
The chemicals are in the air, and the chemicals also get stuck on their personal protective equipment. And so they could get exposed while they're at a fire, or when they get back to the fire station as they're cleaning their equipment.
Chief Coleman says firefighters are becoming more aware of cancer risks and taking precautions. The department has new protective hoods and makes sure to clean their gear and skin of any harmful chemicals.
I can go to sleep better at night knowing that I took a hose to someone's gear or sprayed their helmet down for them. Just minimizing any risk that we can take.
The Auburn Fire Department is also now using disposable action wipes to clean their skin after every fire. Chandler Walsh, Worcester News Tonight.
13 new Worcester police vehicles hit the streets this week. The department says 11 are all-wheel drive Ford Interceptor sedans and the other 2 are SUVs. Old cars are often switched out when they reach a certain number of miles. The new vehicles feature safety enhancements for both officers and the public.
As you can see, the white bar has been changed. It's much brighter. Also, the siren's a lot louder. There's some safety features the other cars didn't have. For example, when an officer gets out, he stops the car, walks up, the lights automatically dim to not silhouette him to the people in the car in front of him, which is a very good safety feature.
And the vehicles are paid for with the department's budget. A potential new bill is looking to give people who don't have a voice a chance to fight. One local mom says after her autistic son was abused, she needed to do something to make a change. Our Rosalind Flaherty joins us now with more on the law named after her son. Rosalind?
Olivia, Nikkis Law would create a registry preventing an abuser from getting another job in the same field. And according to the state, in 2017, 300 people would have been on the registry if it existed.
They described a terrible beating on 2 different occasions.
4 years ago, Cheryl Ryan Chan received a horrific letter detailing investigations of abuse against her son, Nicky. He was 21 at the time. Nicky is autistic and nonverbal. According to Cheryl, the abuse happened at a day program in Millbury.
I understood that the people who were accused of this abuse had been dismissed from the agency and were no longer going to be able to work with our son. However, what mechanism was in place that would stop them from just simply going and getting another job at another human service agency?
She soon learned there is nothing in place in Massachusetts preventing the abuser from getting another job in the same field. They took the case to court, but the jury found the employee not guilty.
We weren't surprised because we knew that it was his word against Nicky's word, and Nicky has no words.
With help from Senator Michael Moore and the ARC of Massachusetts, there is now momentum at the State House to get a law named after Nicky passed before the end of the legislative session. Nikkis Law would create an abuse registry listing the names of anyone accused of abusing people with disabilities.
It's called Nikkis Law, but the truth is it represents hundreds and hundreds of stories like Nicky's of abuse that is happening right now, every single day.
According to the Disabled Persons Protection Commission, in 2017, there were 11,000 reported cases of abuse on people with disabilities in Massachusetts. Cheryl says the bill is the light at the end of the tunnel to stop the abuse.
If anything good is going to come out of this horrible story, then it's going to be this.
Now, the bill passed in the Senate and now moves to the House. If passed, they're hoping to get the registry running by 2020. Rosalind Flaherty, Worcester News Tonight.
The end is near for the former Notre Dame Day Canadians Church in Worcester. Wednesday, 2 steeples were removed from the church. The Save Notre Dame Alliance has been working for months to repurpose the church, but were unsuccessful. Now they are calling on artists to chronicle the building's destruction. An iconic street sign is missing in Worcester, and it's only fitting to be in need of saving. The Louis Lane street sign outside of That's Entertainment on Park Avenue went missing last week during construction. The sign is named after Superman's love interest, Louis Lane. That's Entertainment says they're hoping the sign will be returned.
but without the sign, it's not quite the same. So that is definitely, the Lois Lane was an attraction and a landmark, so we miss it dearly, and we hope it returns to us.
And the sign was put up in 2012 by the city. That's Entertainment says if it's not found, the city will put up a new one. After being closed for almost 4 months, the Hangover Pub in Worcester is set to reopen Friday. The Green Street restaurant announcing it on social media Wednesday. The restaurant closed its doors in March after the manager allegedly lied to investigators about the Worcester restaurant owner convicted of money laundering. On Facebook, the Hangover Pub wrote, "Sorry for the wait, we missed you a lot."